Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome to Azzam's Photoshop 101 series episode 1. Here I'm going to show you how to use Photoshop from very beginning with step-by-step instruction to ensure a clear and easy to follow video. Stay tuned! Here is the table of content in the video timeline. There is a video timestamp for each section. If you are interested in certain area, browse through the video to go into the video section. Photoshop, as the name suggests, is a powerful app that can edit photo with an astonishing result. After you know how to use Photoshop, you can create an amazing kind of image you want. Have a seat and enjoy the journey of Photoshop. In this tutorial, I will be using Photoshop 2021. You don't need to worry if you are using an older series of Adobe Photoshop because the basic tools are still the same. First, click Create New. Here we have a different preset of resolution, from traditional paper size to digital screen size. For now, we are going to use A4. Go to Print and choose A4. We can choose the orientation of the canvas to portrait or landscape. For now, we are using landscape. Then press Create. Now we are on a new window. It is called the Workspace. It is where you do all of your work. I will explain a certain tool for this episode. There are some tools that I skip, so that is for the next episode. But first, let me set up the environment. Here we have our object set up. Remember that you can always undo your work by pressing Ctrl Z. First is Move Tool. Move Tool, as the name suggests, is moving an object that is on your workspace, like this. Now as you can see, there is another object in the workspace. If I try to move it, it doesn't work, because the other object is on another layer that can be seen here. Let me explain a little bit about the layer. Here is the layer panel. If you don't see this, you can always go to Windows, Layers, with the shortcut F7. About this layer, you can see your object here. The one on the top always overlaps with the bottom, as you can see here. Now about the Move tool before, we cannot move the second object. In order to move it, select the other layer with an object in it. Then we can move it. The other way around is to take the auto select option here. That way you can select other object without selecting the needed layers. The shortcut for Move tool is V. Second is a selection tool. It has three kinds of selection tool. First is a selection tool based on shape. Second is a selection tool based on free shape. And the third one is an auto select. I will only explain the auto select tool as the other two are simple and similar to auto select tool. In the Auto Select tool, there is Object Selection tool, Quick Selection tool, and Magic Wand tool. I will only explain Magic Wand tool as it is more basic than the other two. What the Magic Wand tool do is to select the layer based on the same color. In this case, I will click white background of this basketball. It will only select the white color and not the basketball itself. I press delete here to remove the selected white color. As you can see, the background is gone. The shortcut for the auto select tool is W. The third tool is the eyedropper tool. The eyedropper tool is for you to copy the color of the object and put it in a history for the paint tool to use later. Here I pick the basketball color. The shortcut for this tool is I. The fourth is brush tool. It has 4 types: brush tool, pencil tool, color replacement tool, and mixer brush tool. I will only explain brush tool and pencil tool for now, as for the other two are more towards an advanced approach. The first is brush tool. As it suggests, it color your workspace freely like this. The color is based on what you choose here. And the eyedropper before. Meanwhile, for the pencil tool, it is similar to brush tool, but it have more sharper round than brush tool. The size of the tool can be changed here. You can always undo your works by pressing Ctrl Z. The shortcut for brush tool is B. The fifth is eraser tool. It has 3 tools: eraser tool, background eraser tool, and magic eraser tool. I will explain eraser tool and magic eraser tool only, as the background eraser tool is a bit complicated. The eraser tool is like a brush, but instead it erases like this, as you can see. The magic eraser, however, is like a magic wand. It erases a color that is similar, like this. It is really useful, especially if you have a picture like this. And now, you have a clean object with no background. The shortcut for this tool is E. The sixth tool is zoom tool. You can zoom in and zoom out using this tool. To zoom in and zoom out, select the zoom tool and left click your mouse and drag it to left or right. If you drag it to the left, you zoom out to your workspace. If you drag it to the right, you zoom in to your workspace. The shortcut for zoom tool is Z. The last tool for this episode is hand tool. It is for you to navigate your workspace by dragging. It only works when your screen is zoomed in. For example, like this. Now use your hand tool to navigate your workspace by left-clicking your mouse and drag it to the area you wanted. As you can see, you just navigate your workspace. The shortcut for hand tool is H. Here is the summary of the video. That is all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed my video today. There will be a next episode of this Photoshop 101 series, so stay tuned and enjoy your day.